Allen.com.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yeah, with how hard he just got hit, he's lucky to be able to hold on to the ball. This team is extremely active on.
He's got a target for the touchdown.
Welcome to RON TV, as broadcast by YouTube and RON.com. I'm Ronn McCarrick. I guess this is RON.com. Could be YouTube. I don't know. It really kind of depends on where you're watching. Anywho, this is the Chronicles of Ronn McCarrick. Not me, but Ronn McCarrick, the Madden player. NFL, blah, 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 online franchise, blah, blah, blah. You know, whatever. It's a chronicle of the player I created in Madden called Ronn McCarrick, because that's my name, and it does something for my ego to see my name on an NFL jersey, I guess. So anyway, what do we got going on here is just my brother and I in this online franchise. It's a quarterback franchise, so it's just he and I. We're both playing quarterbacks, so there's not going to be a lot of play me versus other players. And those games between myself and my brother will get precedence with regard to getting them edited and put up on the channel here. This is the absolute first game in the 1st and 10 franchise for Madden 25. Madden NFL 13, 12, 11, 10. I think 10 was the first one on the PlayStation. I don't remember. Might have been 9. But we've been playing them all along, and I keep calling them 1st and 10. But this is Madden 25 1st and 10. I came into this as a undrafted rookie from the Army, so my stats start a little bit low. Kind of the story I came up with for myself is, you know, coming out of the mean streets of Waterford, where I played football for Waterford Mott, which in real life I did not do because I had a job and I wanted to buy a car. Then going into the Army, where, I don't know, probably put in a couple of years in the Army. I don't even remember how old this character is at this point. But then, after leaving the Army, we go into the NFL, and here we are. That is the story, the background behind Ronn McCarrick. Here's a kid, he's undrafted. He's going to go on to be a superstar. First quarter's over, 10-0, not bad. You're starting out winning. You can't complain about that. Well, you could. But anyway, so I've been recording these on my little Hauppauge, whatever the hell it's called, and editing them up in Power Director. And I think it's working out pretty well. Lets me edit and crop and whatnot. As we go through this series, I'll point out some stuff that I like and stuff that I don't like about Madden. In particular, while this is the very first game, because we skipped the preseason. We've been playing Madden long enough where just playing the preseason doesn't really do much for us except give us a bunch of games that just don't matter. And we do have the, what do they call it? Forced start or automatic start or whatever on, because it's just my brother and I in this franchise. And quite honestly, being the backup quarterback for 2 seasons before you get your stats up to the point where they'll let you play doesn't sound like fun to anybody. As you can see, I'm doing better than Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan can suck it. I have your old team. Full draft on this, so everybody's all over the place. I've got Quick and Jackson are my receivers. I don't know who my tight end is. I got Lynch is my running back. Cumberland, that's who my tight end is. Cumberland. The biggest problem I've had with this game so far is the offense seems to be a little unrealistic. Not so much this game, but in previous games and future games, I guess, since this is actually being narrated months and months after it was actually played. In this game, I seem to be getting a ton of incompletions. 18 for 28. I guess it's not as bad as it seems, but just a little ugly. That McCarrick fella, I don't know. I don't know what his future is in the NFL. That's not true, because like I said, I'm narrating this long after the fact. They just keep knocking me down over and over and over again. And that guy's kicking dirt at me. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, yeah, we can't see this often enough. Look, I'm just getting thrown to the ground and run over. Ay. But I'll come back. I'll show them what for. 66.7%, 279 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. How can I only have 2 touchdowns if it's 30-3? What are we not seeing? Oh, pick. See, being as I'm I may have thrown the pick, but I also got the tackle, so that's something. I threw the ball to the guy, and then I dropped him. Being as I'm the quarterback and all of the defense, all this 2 in a row, really? Two in a row. I mean, back to back. I throw the ball to them, they have a possession, I get the ball back, and I throw it right back to them. And still, they've only got 12 points. What the hell? Almost 3 in a row. Anyway, you don't see the defense, you don't see the special teams. You're only seeing the offensive play calling. So we're missing a lot of stuff like, their field goals, any kickoff returns for touchdowns, any of that good stuff. You miss it. It's not there. It doesn't exist. So don't feel like I'm not showing you something, because it's not there. There's literally a black screen that says sim to player on field. And that's what I do. Click, little crop, edit, because you don't want to see my play calling. You don't want to see me checking the routes 15 times before I hike the ball. You don't need to see any of that. You get to see me throw passes, and sometimes I show you the replays because I'm in them. That's just what I do. It's my thing. And I could show you over and over and over. I mean, I literally have all of these recorded. So the Arwen TV brand could be just me playing football. Doesn't that sound exciting? Perhaps I could have something more to talk about when I'm playing football. In this instance, it's just, look at me. I can't seem to get the ball out. And when I do, it seems to be badly placed. Just saying. There seems to be some problem. Very, very full of applause there. I just don't see why I throw the ball some of the places I throw. My son will sit next to me on the couch when I'm playing this game, and he will call out receivers to me. Like, that is helpful in any level. If you're trying to concentrate with what's going on the screen, having someone sitting next to you yelling, triangle, that doesn't help. Please stop doing that if you're listening to this. Oh, fumble. Hey, but we got it back. Okay, that's all right. 40-15. Has anybody been keeping track of my touchdowns? I haven't. I think I saw 1, maybe 2 in there. So what are we up to? I don't know. Oh, look, me getting run over again. 12 seconds left. That must have been it, folks. That is the end of the game. Let's roll into the panning across the screen. Watch that's the Saints coach. Look at this. The coaches they could be the same guy. I was confused at first because they're both old white-haired fellas. And when they come out and they're like, shake hands, you're like, I think it's the same guy. Because I think they're both wearing black, too, which doesn't make it any better. Apparently, he's the player of the game, which sucks ass. Look at this. They're twins. They wear the same clothes. They have the same haircut. 374 yards of passing and not a single rushing yard. Do you know why there's no rushing? Because I don't get experience points for rushing. So I don't rush. There's no point to it. It's a passing league. So let's take a quick look at the stats, and that will about do it for this. 29 of 48 for 410 yards. Makes about 60% completions, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. And that was it. That was my first game. I'll talk to you later. Out.